Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a new week, so how did I do this week on WW? Daisy, don't mind that, that's my pug on the floor. She acts like she's hot. I'm going to turn the fan on for a bit. I gained 0.1. Am I happy about that 0.1? Yes and no. Yes, on the fact that it's not more than what I thought it would be. I've been having hard time. I stay on track breakfast, lunch, dinner. Then after that, it's like I can't stay on track. I get more hungrier and I snack. I even try, having dinner a little later, but then it's too heavy on my stomach at night. So I need to get my passion back to losing like I used to. When I would go to meetings and I first started, I would usually have a loss every week. And if I had a gain, it was like a, 0.2, 0.4, or 0.6, 0.8, something like that. But anymore, it's I either stay the same or I gain. And I'm tired of gaining. I want to lose. So I don't, like I said, I enjoyed going to meetings, but COVID, no more meetings. There is meetings, but they're like 30 miles, and I'm not. I don't drive, so I couldn't see myself going 30 miles just for a meeting. Yes, I could do the Zoom, but I just do it online now, and I can't do well with a Zoom. I did well when, I was in front. I went in front of other people, and they didn't know what I weighed. But when I went in and someone else was weighing me, I had to face them. I had to face them to see if I did good or I did bad. Because I did. Okay, I would weigh myself like every day, but I wouldn't like at the end of the week say, "Oh, this is what I lost." I would just write down, what I weighed that morning. And when I went to my meetings, I was just surprised because, like I said, it didn't. All I worried about was seeing that number go down and see that number go down. Well, now that number went up, went up, went up, went up, went up, went up. And I don't want to see the number go up, go up, go up the more. And granted, I've been trying. I don't know. I don't know. I eat breakfast. I have like 2 eggs, a turkey bacon, 1 slice. I have yogurt. I have my 2 cups of coffee. Some mornings I will have either hash browns, or I would have they're called sandwich thins. I would have those and make a sandwich, an egg sandwich. Lunch. I used to be so good at lunch. I would eat lunch, but anymore it's I just can't find things to have for lunch. So sometimes I don't know, find something, or just don't have lunch because I can't find anything. So then, dinner comes around, and it was easier when I had the say of, what I made, because, but now it's harder when I have others that want things that usually I didn't eat before. Like, my son loves burgers, and I cannot afford to just like buy them burgers and buy myself something else. I can't afford that. So I just have the burgers, and then I weigh the burger. Someone's writing to me. So I weigh it and take the points for it, and then I try to make a dessert because I used to love. I shouldn't say love. I liked eating. It's the kettle corn Redenbacher mini bags. I got them at Walmart, but they don't have them. They have the movie theater, and I think they have butter. I don't want either one of those. I like those little dinky bags, and that was enough for me. No, they don't have them, so I made this pistachio. I took non-fat Greek yogurt and the pistachio sugar-free pudding. I mean, granted, it got a little thick, so I put a little bit of almond milk in it to make it look like, pudding, because I can't handle that tang, that tang of the Greek yogurt. So I figured, that would take care of that. Or, lemon. I tried lemon. Lemon takes care of that, that tang too. So, but I've been making, let's see, last time I made them, I didn't use the yogurt because I ran out of the yogurt. So I just did the pudding. I made 8 of them, but I was using the vanilla wafers. I think it was like 3 on the bottom, because it gives it like it's you're having the pie crust, but it's not a pie crust. It's just 3 little vanilla wafers. And Cool Whip, 2 tablespoons is 1 point, I do believe. It depends on what kind of get, because Great Value, you usually get, I think it's 3, excuse me. I think it's 3 tablespoons for 1 point. So that dessert was, is 3 points. But I would have that, and then, because I have to get back at this, because before once I had that, and I was in my room, that's it. The kitchen was closed. For me. Closed. No more going out and getting anything to eat. I was right on that. But now, it's like, I have that, I take it, put it in the dishwasher. I'm like, I'm in the kitchen, let's see what I can find, Well, the one things that I was finding was those little bars I showed you. What was it called? The Atkins. I have no more of those. I can't have those in my house. I eat those like there's no tomorrow. So I ate my last one, I think it was last night. So I didn't buy no more. I went to the store today, didn't buy no more. So I just had a sugar-free vanilla pudding with some Cool Whip, and mix that up. And then I put some vanilla wafers on top of that. Today is a track day, but not track day. I tracked everything. I even tracked my dessert. The only thing I didn't track was the wafers, because usually on Saturdays I give myself that day of not eat what I want, but that's usually when, like, we have takeout. Like today I had Burger King, I had fries, and I have chicken nuggets. So, and it's a once a month thing, you know. So today's Friday. I thought, for some reason, I thought today was Saturday. No, Friday. But tomorrow I'll be back to eating, you know, because I was highly, and I mean highly, thinking about quitting Weight Watchers. And it wasn't because I didn't want to lose no more weight. I'm doing a program to lose the weight, but I'm like paying, but you know, for it, but I'm not putting my effort in. I'm not doing the work. And I mean, like I said, I track every day. Unless I'm on vacation, I track every single day. That's the problem I do not have. It's getting back to, like, staying within my points. Like I said, I get 23 points, and before I would stick right to those 23 points. But anymore, it's like I go up, you know, to 28, which I can, you know, you go up to 28 points. But for me, I do better if I stay within those 23 points. Now, granted, when I started Weight Watchers, granted, it's WW now, but when I started, I can't remember what it was called, but I do remember I got 30 points. And I did wonderful. And then that same year is when they changed it to, I do believe it was freestyle that they changed it to. And then I had a hard time getting used to that program. But then I did, and like I said, I was losing weight. And then they changed it yet again to, it was the red, you know, blue, green, and purple. Yeah. So then I had to get used to that. And now it's the personal points. I seen this question floating around, you know, people asking my husband's cuckoo clock. But I seen this going around on Connect, people asking, do you track your veggies, you know, to get that point, or track the water? No, I don't. I feel that I didn't track those before, and I lost, and I didn't need that extra point, because people are thinking, oh, I got that extra point, then that means, boy, I could add, you know, a point to this. I'm like, no, that's giving people the wrong idea. I stick, and I do not put my veggies or my water in, because I drink and eat those regardless. Granted, I don't eat a cup of veggies. Granted, there's some, I'm like, a can of carrots. I could eat the whole can. But you have to remember, I'm feeding 5 adults. And, well, my daughter, she won't eat cooked carrots. So it's 4 adults that, and lately my husband hasn't been taking the veggies either, and I've been after him. But I'm still, you know, I'm trying to stretch that can to, you know, at least 4 people. And if not 4, 3. So, but when I make broccoli, I cook the whole bag. Green beans. If I make 2 cans, then I'll always get 8. So I just make 1. So, but I do not put in, oh, I ate a cup of veggie. Which, I mean, I don't eat a cup. I never ate a cup before. I feel as long as I get my veggie in, I'm good. I'm not one to I mean, granted, I'll eat fruits. I'll eat bananas, strawberries, blueberries, watermelon. I'm trying to think. Pineapple. Um, but right now, with the prices they are, I just can't. Like I said, I'm feeding a house full of people, and we all have different tastes, and so I had to make my budget stretch. So that's why I do my meat shopping at the beginning of the month, and I buy it in bulk. And I do my pork chops, the chicken, the hamburger. I get roast. I get odds and ends, other meats. Like I got bags of salmon because I was going to get fresh salmon at the store, but then I thought, well, I could get more for my money for this bag of frozen salmon than I could for that one piece. And I went with the frozen. It's still salmon. Granted, fresh is better. But when you're on a budget, you you do the frozen. And me and my husband's the only one to eat salmon. I love salmon. I put it on rice. I love rice. My son has been after me because I've been cooking a lot of rice. I told him, he's like, what is it with you and this rice? I said, I just love rice. And it could be plain rice. Now, you have to let me know if you ever did this, okay? When I was growing up, we didn't have much money, so when we didn't have cereal, my mother would cook plain white rice, and we'd put it in a bowl. Back then, I used real sugar, put some sugar on it, and milk, and we would eat it that way. That was our cereal. I could eat just plain rice, plain. I mean, there don't have to be nothing on it. But my daughter's like, "Ooh, Mom, that's gross." I said, when you grow up and, you run out of cereal, but you want something that's like cereal, you'll eat rice, sugar, and milk. So I don't know if my family's the only one. Well, when I grew up, I should say, my kids wouldn't do that. But it was just something that we ate. And, but I've been eating stuff that I make for dinner that I usually, I wouldn't, I mean, granted, I could have it on my plan, but it just is not working for me. So, I need to get my passion back. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. Had someone come in to ask me something. But yes, I've been eating things that I usually don't eat, but they're within my points. But like I said, after dinner and my snack, but next week, I'm hoping it's better next week. But that is what I mean. I've been. Yes, I've had people say that I could reach out to them, but I feel that they're busy. They have a life of their own. They're busy, and granted, that's what they're for. They said I could reach out to them, but I don't know. It's hard when you don't have no one to talk to, like talk to, talk. Of the struggle. I mean, I could talk to my husband till I'm purple. I could talk to my daughter till I'm purple, but they don't understand what I'm going. The struggle. The struggle is real, and I've been on this struggle bus since my mother passed away, and I wanna show her from up above that I can do it. I can lose the weight, and I mean Granted, I haven't got back up to where I started. I started at, well, honest, when I started Weight Watchers, I was 179. So I'm almost there, back up there, and I know I want that scale to go, those numbers to go down. Like I said, I've been on this journey. It'll always be my journey, but I want it to be the journey that where I'm maintaining and maintaining, not lose, gain, lose a little bit, gain a lot. I want that to start going down. And if anyans have any, and I mean any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, because the struggle bus is real, people. It is real, and it's hard. I enjoyed my meetings. I enjoyed going talking to people and seeing how their week was and letting them know how my week went, and then having that my leader, say what the topic was for that week. Granted, I watched Sandy over Let's Get Fit. Well, it used to be Let's Get Fit with Sandy, and now it's Life with Sandy. And the reason I listened to her on her weigh-in is because my leader's name was Sandy. And so Sandy tells the, talks about what the topic is for this week. So, I mean, I am getting my, the topic from Sandy, So, but it's not the same, it's not the same. And my meetings were for me. It was one thing that I could do for me. That it was just, I went to it, and I had friends, women that I could talk to, men. There's a few men that were there. But it was for me. That was something for me. And now I have my YouTube. I mean, these are my friends. I hope so. I know so. And I enjoy, because I was debating on coming on, making my video, and I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the video, because I need to keep this constant, and I want to show, how my week went. But like I said, I will take that 0.1 gain, because you know what? It could have been a lot. And I mean a lot worse, because when I let it's not stress, it's a depression. I mean, I watched this one lady, her name is Mighty Mama, and she suffers from depression, and she also suffers from being a hoarder. And she said something that just clicked in my head, that it's me. That is me. She said that when, she was growing up, they didn't have a lot of money to buy the things. And now as an adult, you have the money and you can buy the things. And that's what I had an obsession. I mean, obsession. Might not be saying that right, but everybody gets me. But I had a thing for apples. It did not matter what kind of apple it had on it. I had to have it. And so then it was like a switch. I mean, like a switch. When my mother passed away, that obsession of collecting apples just went away. Granted, I like my apple things, but I'm not drawn to, like, if I go to this thrift store and I see things with apple, I'm like, yeah, no. My snowman now, I mean, it depends on the snowman. It's just not, I'll get everything that has snowman. No, it has to be it has to speak to me, you know. You ever watch Marie Kondo? The She talks about, like, things that give you joy, you know. And that's how my apples used to be. But now it's like, nah. Because, see, I was going to get rid of this canister set that I bought when I first started my collection of apples. And I'm like, no, I cannot give them away. It was, you know, I got them on my counter. Nothing in them, but I figured, no, I'll keep them. Because I have some other ones, and so I have them all out, then we'll see, you know. But things are packed away. I mean, that's another thing. But back to I'm a hoarder, as my children say. I didn't want to say it. Mind you, there's some things I can get rid of. But then there's some things that I'll put them in a box, and then if it's not taken out of the house, I'm gonna get back in the box and I'm gonna take it out. Because that's what I did. I got in the box, I took them out. But I got them out because I was gonna wash them and give them away. But then I'm like, well, I don't want to. So eventually, maybe one day I will. But when she said that was me. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have money. So all I had was the clothes on my back and clothes for school and things like that. And as an adult, I figured, well, you know, I could buy them. But then as I see all my things in my room, granted, I mean, there's things I have in my room that you think you shouldn't have in your room, like a table, a china hut, chairs for a dining room table. I have bins behind my bed, but they have my things in them that I have collected. Mind you, I've been wanting to sell my house since 2014. I'm hoping this year. I'm praying. I pray with all my might that it sells this year. And the fact is, you know, my kids are all grown. My oldest will be 15 this year. And then, you know, my daughter's having a baby this year. But it is time that they have their life. They can, you know, I've told my kids they're more than welcome to move out. My daughter's like, no, Mom, I don't want to leave you and Dad in a pickle. So she stayed. Mind you, she's lived here for 15 years. Granted, it'll be hard to leave my house. Granted, I had a hard time when I first moved here. But it's part of growing. And I want my kids to be on their own, to see what it's like to be on their own. But I think this is another, you know, part of my reason that my weight gain. I mean, I walk. Believe me, I walk. Mostly every day. I walk to the store where I live at. You know, the store's not far, so I walk there every day. Well, if it's pouring down rain, no. I'm not going to walk in it. Or I can't say cold because I have walked in the cold. But most times we're there. Now, when COVID was bad, no, we stayed I stayed home. It took me 2 years to get it. I didn't want to get it, but I got it. And I tell you what, that was the worst I've ever been sick. So, but if I think that's about it. I don't. Yeah, we're getting at 30 minutes. Um, so if you guys could like, share, comment, subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. And this is a dream of mine. It's a goal. I want to get to. My first goal was to get to 300 subscribers, and I think I'm like 20 away. So I'm trying. I'm trying. Um, I'm gonna try to shoot next week around. Oh, I think Wednesday. I'm gonna show you what I eat in a day. Now I don't know if I get a video up, it'll be like in the morning, Friday morning. Our friend that lives down south, she is going to be having surgery on, I do believe, the 6th. So if you could keep, her name is Lynn, if you could keep her in your prayers for on the 6th. She was having surgery on her back, and me and my husband are going to go down and help her after she comes home from the hospital, so she just gets, back up on her feet and help her out. She's a very sweet woman, and like I said, if you just can keep Lynn in your prayers on the 6th, I would truly appreciate it. And like I said, Friday, my video might be up either not early in the morning, but in the morning, or it'll be later that night, or Saturday. Because like I said, we're going down to be down there to help her. And so I'll give anybody the shirt off my back. But there's times you can only help so many times, and then you're like, no. Because that's how I was raised. That you do good unto me, I do good unto you. And if you need my help, I'll be there to help. If you need a place to stay till you get on your feet, I'm here. But if you do me dirty, that door's not open no more. So I will see you guys next week. Yeah, next week. By around, like I said, maybe Wednesday. So I hope you all have a great weekend. My husband's going fishing tomorrow, so I'll be up cooking my own breakfast. Because that's he cooks breakfast for me, I cook dinner. Which today he cooked me breakfast, but we had Burger King, so I didn't cook. So, but I will be tomorrow. So, but I'll catch you next week. See you all then. Bye.